How much longer are you going to wait? Wait until you're ready? Wait until you're confident? Are you waiting until the time feels perfect? Or you're waiting for the fear to disappear? Well, let me tell you something gently. If you keep waiting till you feel ready, you will be waiting your whole life. Because readiness is not a feeling, but it's a decision you make. Today, we are breaking that cycle of waiting. Stop waiting and start becoming who God called you to be. You have to understand that God never required perfection over obedience. Because sometimes God can lead you to start something, God can give you the idea to start a business, but you let your fear hold you from starting that journey, and that turns out to be disobedient in the sight of God because you're not listening to what he's telling you to do. You're waiting for the perfect time to start. There's nothing like perfect timing. So far as he has given you the directions, the idea to start, why don't you pick up the little pieces, put it together, and start with something? You'd never know where that is going to lead you to. Don't let the vision God has given to you be stolen from you to be given to somebody else. For example, God gave you the idea to create an app for delivery, example like DoorDash or Uber Eats, and you were like, oh, you needed more time to plan, and you laid back. But unfortunately, somebody else came up with the same plan. Guess what? It's been taken away from you, but that does not stop you from still continue with the vision God has given it to you, because everybody is unique in their own ways. My mentor will always tell me nothing is new under the sun. Okay, so just because somebody has created it or just because somebody has done it does not mean you cannot do that too, because there's something that the person who has done it already did not do. You can always amplify it, add things to it, and then bring it out. So don't sit on your talents, don't sit on the God-given giftings that he has placed in you just because you feel like you don't have the better equipment, you don't have the ability at that moment, you don't have the knowledge. There's a lot of information out there that can help you to always bring out your ideas. Anyways, back to the main point. Okay, God has never required perfection over obedience. Let me give you some few people in the Bible. For example, Moses had a speech problem. Jeremiah said he was too young. Esther was afraid. But guess what? All these great people I just mentioned from the Bible are people that had some flaws about them, that had something that could have held them back from going after what God called them to be. But they didn't let those fear, they didn't let those flaws hold them back from becoming who God has called them to be. Listen, growth does not happen in hiding, but it happens in obedience and in action. Every time you obey, despite the fear, you strengthen your spirit. This is where most people get stuck. They want full clarity on the vision before they take a step of faith. But faith does not work like that. You don't discover direction by staying still. Let me say this clearly. There's a version of you that exists in God's design. So now that you've heard all that I've said, I just want to round it all up by telling you that if you keep waiting to feel confident, you will delay your calling. If you keep waiting for perfect condition, you will miss the divine opportunity. God is asking us to be faithful. Stop waiting and start becoming. Not tomorrow, but today. Today. This is the moment to move.